Excel or Google Sheets? That's the most heatable debate which is going on right now in the MSME industry in India and abroad. Now, if you're a business owner, you might be thinking whether you should stick to Excel or you should upgrade your business to Google Forms and Google Sheets. Hi guys, I'm Kewal, Kishan, India's leading business automation coach. In past 8 years, I've helped 3,500 business owners to run their business on autopilot by helping them to automate their internal processes on Google applications like Google Forms and Google Sheets. Guys, 8 years back when I started my own company, I was doing the work freelancing, individually. And when I started getting more clients, I started hiring more and more people. And within 6 months, I had a team of 10 employees. And unfortunately, at that time, I was using simple Excel files to manage the business. And as we all know that on Excel, you cannot build any systems, you cannot automate any processes. And due to lack of systems, due to lack of processes, my projects that we used to handle used to get delayed. And any work that I used to delegate to my team, I used to tell them verbally or just on diary or just in the meeting. And 90% of the work that I used to give them used to get delayed. And that is where there came a time where projects were getting delayed, then clients' payment were getting stuck. There were a few months initially in my career that I did not even have money to pay the salaries. And that time I thought that I need to work hard. Instead of 8 hours, I'll start working 10 hours or 12 hours. And even after working 12 hours, nothing changed. And that is where we realized, me and my teammates realized, that it is not about the talent of the employer. It is about building the right systems which can actually run the entire game. You need to understand, when it comes to a business, there are two things which are required to run a successful business. First is obviously team. Second is systems, which tell the team on what to do and tracks their performance and tell you complete performance analysis on a business reporting system. Now, I did not have any systems in place 8 years back, and due to that, I was struggling a lot. Are you also struggling in your business because of lack of systems? If yes, let me tell you, you cannot stay stuck at Excel. If you want to build systems, you need to upgrade from Excel to any technology. There are a lot of technologies available, but the most favorable and the most accepted technology by employees of SME industry is Google Forms and Google Sheets, Google applications, which nowadays we call it as Google Workspace, previously known as G Suite. Now, in this lesson, let's do a complete comparison between Excel and Google Sheets. Although I used to be in love with Excel, but when I saw the features and the advancement and the benefits of using Excel, Google Sheets, I ditched Excel and started using Google Sheets. And from that day, we started building systems. And right now, my entire business is running on the autopilot mode. So, are you ready to see the comparison? So, let's get started. Excel versus Google Sheets. Okay. Now, why I ditched Excel? Now, let me share with you a few reasons why we stopped using Excel files. First reason was sharing files with teammates, clients, and vendors. Now, we wasted a lot of hours, a lot of time to find the right version of the files, digging through emails, right? Because whenever we used to send any email to the client of Excel file, client used to ask us to make some changes. And then we used to make changes, and then we used to save another file, and then we used to just forget which version of file we had to send. And sometimes we used to send the incorrect file with the incorrect or outdated data, and that time it used to become big chaos. So it was always a challenge to keep everyone updated with latest file. So instead of focusing on growth of the business, it was one of my headache just to make sure that every file which we are using should be updated and everybody should use the latest file. And for that, we used to just keep sharing the latest file over the emails, and our email was just growing like a mountain. Second reason I ditched Excel was this: data entry errors. Sometimes we don't want users to see the data collected, rather than we just want them to fill the data. With Excel, it is not possible. How do you enter the data in Excel? You give the Excel file over email to your employees. They can see all the data. They can delete as well. They can add anything on that, and you don't have any control over that. And a lot of business owners nowadays face this challenge that they don't want to show the entire data to employees. But still, if they want employees to enter the data, employees will see every data. But sometimes you want that instead of showing the entire data to them, you just want them to share the data with you. So in that case, what people do who use Excel is that they hire a second person, which is called data entry operator, and it is his or her duty to ask everybody's data and manually enter into the Excel file. And that is where the person makes data entry errors as well. Instead of Delhi, somebody writes New Delhi. Instead of Gurugram, somebody writes Gurugram, and vice versa. And for Excel, it becomes different cities or different names, different products. And due to that, forget about automation, you'll not be able to even create a basic report. And that was my challenge. I did not want to show entire data to my teammates. And when we started doing the data entry via one person, there had started happening a lot of errors. And this became our core work, just to ask the data and enter it. And we were wondering that we need to focus on sales, we need to focus on delivering the projects, taking the video testimonials, branding, marketing. Where are we stuck, right? Third reason we ditched Excel was this: losing unsaved data. I personally have lost hours of work due to power failure and due to forgetting to save the file. Let's accept it, guys. We are not Superman, we are not Iron Man who can remember everything. It used to happen a lot that I used to work on Excel files, very focused and very deep into that. I used to receive a client call, and I'm busy on that client call, and within just few minutes, if I do not have my system on charging, the battery went off. And when I used to open it up, guess what? 1, 2, 3 hours work completely gone. And sometimes I used to remind myself, okay, I need to save the data. After I used to click on Control S. After that 30 minutes, 60 minutes, I used to forget on again doing the Control S. And due to that, I was losing the unsaved data. And I used to pull my hairs, why I'm doing this, why I'm being so stupid on losing the data. And guess what? The same thing was happening with my employees as well. And we used to lose a lot of data. And fourth reason we ditched Excel was that Excel was system based. Now I need to install a software on my laptop, on my personal computer, and keep on updating it. Excel keeps sending you the updates and you need to keep updating it. And since I was using MacBook, the version of MacBook is very different and difficult to use when it comes to Excel. Initially in my career, I was using Windows. I was using personal computer, and things were good with Excel. Okay, at least I was not facing any challenge on at least opening the Excel or running any VB script or something. But when I bought MacBook, I did not know what kind of dig I'm going to fall into. Because when I started opening my Excel file into MacBook, and I saw there was a complete difference in the entire interface, and there are a lot of formulas which did not used to work, and there are a lot of script, a lot of formatting. It became a complete chaos. And when I used to manage and save some data on MacBook, when I used to share with my employees, they used to say, sir, some formatting issues are coming up, and a lot of things were a problem. And second reason was that Excel was system based. If I had to access my Excel file, I had to carry my laptop or personal computer with me. Nowadays I'm using Google Sheet, and my entire data is saved on my mobile. Entire data is saved on Google Drive, and my Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides, Google Sites, all my documents which are stored on Google Drive, I can access it within 10 seconds and I can share with everybody, right? So these are few reasons that we had no other chance but to ditch Excel. Now it was not that I was not fallen in love with Excel. I was loving Excel because it was my first love, right? But you need to move on if you want to grow, right? And if you are serious on building systems, let me tell you, you cannot stay stuck in Excel files. Remember, we moved from telephones to Android and iOS. We moved from yellow taxis to Uber and Ola. We moved from kirana stores to Amazon. We moved from offline store shopping to online shopping. Yes or no? We moved from normal watches to smart watches. We moved from theaters to Netflix and Prime Video. We need to move on from Excel to Google Sheets if you want to upgrade and if you want to survive in year 2020 and further. Now, why Google Sheets are better? Now, this is where you need to focus upon, because I'm going to give you some strong reasons that even before completing this video, you'll start uploading your data from Excel to Google Sheets. In fact, I'm doing a free training this week on telling you on how can you build systems in less than 8 weeks on Google from Google Sheets. The link is in the description of this video. You can join this training and I'll see you live there. Now, why Google Sheets are better? First reason is there is no need to install any software. If you're hiring any new employee, they do not need to install a new software and there is no licensing required. It's completely free. Second is there is no need to update software for any new features. Automatically, if new feature comes up, They're released for all the users, and you will not even get to know that it has been installed. You'll just see new features coming up, but you'll not have to restart the system, and life will be very easy for you. Third reason, data is always saved on the cloud. Yes. Now the tension of control S, the tension of saving the file, the tension of power failure is gone. Google Sheets saves the data every second. You will not have to worry about it. While you're working on Google Sheet, it will keep saving data automatically in cloud. And the best part is that you don't have to worry about system crashes, about somebody steals your laptop, about files getting corrupted. There's no need to do Control S every time. Okay, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for everybody. Easy sharing of file among colleagues. 8 years back when my team and we used to work on B2B projects. What used to happen? For example, I used to assign 3 people to a single project, and I used to give them a project tracker on Excel. And one person used to have the Excel tracker, and other people used to come to his system, pulling the chair and asking him what all has been done, what all is pending. Another person used to pull the chair, and if one of them used to make a leave, was not in the office, then he used to call and ask what needs to be done. I used to wonder, why can't they see everything live while sitting at home? Because Excel was system dependent, and Excel cannot be shared parallelly with 1, 2, 5, 10 people, and they cannot work together. It was system based, and only one person could work on Excel file, and that is the reason we thought it's time to move on. When it comes to Google Sheet, easy sharing of file among colleagues. You can share Google Sheet with 100, 1000. There's no limit on number of employees that you can share it. That's a beauty part. And you know what? You can even lock some data, that few columns you want nobody to touch. There are few columns that you want them to edit. So complete security is done. You can give them the view rights so that they can only view. You can give them the editing rights so they can edit. You can give them the commenting right so they can comment. And you can even, for example, you have 10 columns, and if you want 6 columns to be locked and 4 columns to be open, you can do even that as well. Now, if you want to learn the entire Google Sheet mastery, there's a program of mine called Master of Business Automation. It's an 8-week online journey where through this program, I have helped 3,500 business owners to automate their businesses. You can become part of this program as well. You can go to my website called Kishan.com, and you can inquire about more of this course from my team as well by requesting a call back. Okay. Now, easy sharing of file among colleagues. And next benefit of Google Sheet was access anywhere and anytime using mobile, laptop, and tablet. Now, whenever I travel anywhere at my hometown or any trip that I make to Goa or Bali or anywhere, I do not carry my laptop. I just have a mobile, and everything is on fingertips. And same thing is with my employees as well. And now employees don't give me the excuse that, sir, I'm not in office, I don't have system in place. Guess what? They have a mobile and they can do everything on mobile right now, right? All the features are same for every user. There's no difference between MacBook, Windows or Linux. The best part of Google Sheet is that all features are same for every smart device, mobile, tablet, laptop, MacBook, Windows, Linux. Features are same, interface is same. And that this is a life-saving feature. It's called roll back to previous versions with a version history feature. Roll back to previous versions with version history feature. Now, let me share you a quick story of mine. In year 2015, I was working on a project where there was a lot of calculation in a Excel file, and now a couple of years back, it is around 2013 when this big incident happened. I was working on a multinational client's project, and in Excel file I had added a lot of formulas, and I was just creating a model on Excel file, and there was another colleague of mine who was working on that file with me. Okay, and whenever I used to ask him to work, I used to send him the file over email, or I could just used to put it on the server. He could open it so that I could close, and then he could open it. Now what I did, I just went to my hometown just on Diwali festival, and I was not available in the office for 6 days. Now, a colleague of mine was not good at Excel. He was an average user, but the mistake that he did, he just deleted one formula, and that one formula was connected with a lot of other sheets of Excel, and due to which #ref error came into all the sheets. And just to avoid that, he thought that I'll delete it so that boss will not get to know. He deleted all those #ref errors, and that somehow deleted my 2 weeks of efforts. And when I came back, till then he was working in it, he was saving the file, and I thought I'll do some Control Z I could not find the original version. And then I tried to recover the previous version, I could not find. And I was literally crying and pulling my hair that what the hell have you done? Has it happened with you as well, my friend, that some of your employee or in fact you made a mistake and now you're trying to find out the previous version of the Excel file 2 days, 5 days, 10 days back? Now, this life-saving feature is available on a Google Sheet, which is called version history feature. Yes, in Google Sheet, there is a feature called version history feature. When you click on that, you will be getting a list of all the changes made by all the employees. So past 1 day, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, past so many days, you can actually see how many changes are being made, and you can recover previous changes and you can make them live. So for example, today if I open Google Sheet and if I want that 5 days back, all the things which were there, I want that data to be live, so I can do that and I cannot do that in Excel, right? So roll back to previous version. This was a life-changing feature, right? Then free to use. There's no need to purchase any license to use Google Sheet, and integration with other G Suite applications. Now, Google Sheet is integrated with Google Forms. How? When you fill the Google form, when your employee, your customer, your vendor fill the Google form, guess what? Google Sheet is automatically filled. I told you in one of my other videos on business automation process, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, 5 steps to automate any process. On that, I've told about a tool called Google Data Studio, where you can create a business dashboards, real-time dashboard showing you analysis about your business progress. Now that Data Studio tool of Google, it's free, that is integrated with Google Sheets. So Google Sheet is integrated with Google Forms, it is integrated with Google Data Studio. We need to understand that in year 2020 and further, we are living in a world which is completely integrated. Would you like an example? Now let's talk about apps like Uber and Ola. A few years back, we used to go to the road, we used to call the yellow taxis, we used to sit, and we had no idea how much money it will take, because they used to just clock that meter and we used to pay the cash, and there was no integration, and it was a lot of hassle, right? Now what we do, sitting at home, relaxing, we open the Uber app, we click on it. Now Uber has Google Maps. It is integrated with Google Maps, and it detects our location and it sends a signal to all the cab drivers nearby. So those cab drivers have a different Uber app that is integrated with Open Uber app, and one of them accept it, and he or she gets to know our location. They come here, and in our Uber app we can get to know when they have reached it. You understand, right? And we sit, we go to the destination, automatically we paid using Google Pay or Paytm or cash. Now payment gateway, Google Maps, Uber, and two people, cab driver and you, completely integrated. Automation is there, and that is the reason Uber is multi-billion-dollar company. Same case with Amazon. While sitting at home, you order it and you get to know real time where your order has been processed. Now, why I telling you that you need to use Google Sheets if you want to succeed? If you want to get rid of struggle, you need to use Google Sheet, because it is integrated with other G Suite applications, and that is where the automation comes into the picture. If you want to automate your business processes, if you want to scale, if you want to get rid of daily firefighting, these Google applications integration will help you to automate your internal processes, and that is the reason Google Sheet is better. Okay, and endless automation possibilities with add-ons and Google Apps Script. Now there are a lot of complementary add-ons which are available in Google, in G Suite Marketplace, in Google Workspace Marketplace, which help you to bring a lot of automation, email automation, approval automation in your Google Sheet, in Google format. It makes your life really easy. And you know what? If you go out in market and if you ask any IT company to make ERP system for you, they will charge 5, 10, 15, 20 lakh from you. And they will take 3-6 months to create an ERP system for you. And second, you will be lifetime dependent on a third party. Any small changes you want to make, they will charge a big amount of money from you. But here in Google applications, these apps are free, right? If you're using Gmail ID, these apps are free. And if you're subscribing to G Suite, there is a very small amount that you need to pay. And guess what? Using the add-ons, you can completely create an ERP system for your business. Now you're wondering, how can I create an ERP system from Google Sheets? For that, I'm inviting you to attend my 2-hour live training, which is called Business Automation using G Suite. The link is in the YouTube video below. Go ahead, attend that this week, and change your life, automate your business, and scale it, and get rid of daily firefighting, and achieve the 10x business growth in your business. Now, this is it from my side in this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a complete clarity that why it is time for you to move from Excel to Google Sheets. and how it will help you to get rid of daily firefighting, how it will help you to grow, how it will help you to go digitally, go on cloud, and how it will bring collaboration in your employees and make them productive. If you like this video, click on the subscribe button, like the video, share with your employees, with your partners, with your friends, with your network, with your spouse, with your kids, so that their knowledge also can be increased. And tell me in the comment what has been your biggest learning from this lesson. Till then, wait for my next video and make sure you attend my live training as well. Thank you so much, Kewal, Kishan, Business Automation Coach. Looking forward to change your life through automation. Take care. Bye-bye.